They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. LeBlanc, he's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Coney Ely in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off play action. LeBlanc. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. LeBlanc. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play, Tannehill to Parker, 42 yards. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Tannehill now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Play. Hey. Tag.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. LeBlanc. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, LeBlanc, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they'll go on the ground. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20. Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20. Hey. Play. Ready, hunt.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Parker. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go. Let's go. Get set. Hey, 20.
Here's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Play.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And he fires one incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They begin with a run by Barkley, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw on 2nd down. LeBlanc, open man right side is Ingram. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Deep. Go. Hey, 20. Tiger.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Deep. Play. Here you go, right here. Go.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's go. Set. Ready. Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking. Hip.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught. Stills right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Where you at? Right there. Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
20, 20, 20,
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them. So
the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Tannehill now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill going deep here for Stills. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Bailey now to kick this one away. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, LeBlanc. Flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, LeBlanc, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Coney Ely in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Gone!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. LeBlanc. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and 2, LeBlanc. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on 1st down. LeBlanc. Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. LeBlanc eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now first and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking to throw. LeBlanc to Barkley on the check down. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
He'll get it up the middle, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Here we go. Hip. Go. Zebra.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Go. Tag. Play.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Single. No. Off.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, LeBlanc. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league, and we're good training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
It's caught, Shepard, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown of the new season. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Tannehill going to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 30 yards there. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now You know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Gone!
From the gun, LeBlanc. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And all the way to the opposite 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On first down, LeBlanc. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, here we go.
To throw again, LeBlanc. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road.